Um, Lately, God has been talking to me and placing on my heart, what is it like to feel alone? And people that I've come across in the past years have said that they don't go to church because they're angry at God, because something happened, whether they lost their loved one or they're going through an illness or something bad happened to them. When I was in high school, over my years, I had been sexually molested by 3 different people 3 different times. And the last time it happened to me was through a church that I was raised in. I was born, dedicated there, went there for a very long time, and something bad happened. And at that point, I had hit rock bottom. I was depressed, I was lost, I was living in my car. I just was making bad decisions. And one day, God woke me up on a Sunday and he's like, you need to go to church. And I was raised in church. My grandma raised us, picked us up every Sunday, which she is the person that has got our family through really, really hard times. And she's a saint, literally a saint. But one day God's like, you need to go to church. And I tried this new church. And at first, that Sunday, I didn't listen to him. I hit my alarm and I rolled back over and I went back to sleep. Following Sunday, I woke up. God's like, you really need to try this church. And I'm like, all right, God. So I get up and I go to this church and I didn't know anybody. And I started going. But when you go through the hardest of times, whether you lose a loved one or something bad happens to you, the first thing that you would do is, well, if God exists, then why are bad things happening? And something bad happened to me, but I didn't blame God because everybody has a choice. And that person had a choice to do A or B. And he picked A. Sure, the easy way would be to blame God and just wallow in self-pity. And I didn't blame God. I didn't blame God because God didn't choose for that to happen. God puts things in our lives and in our past to challenge us, and we're challenged for a reason. Maybe that reason is he's going to put somebody in my path someday that has gone through the same thing that I did, that I can be a shoulder to cry on or a coach to help them through a tough time. And the easy way out is blaming God. When I came to Word of Life, I was going through hard times. I was lonely. Sure, I had 2 beautiful girls, and I do have 2 beautiful girls, but I just felt like I was missing something. I was missing a family. I felt isolated. I felt alone. And then I started at Word of Life, and then I got on the worship team, and I got involved. And even when I went through a hard time, and I didn't have any family here, Word of Life became my family. Word of Life became my home. And for myself and my kids, this is our safe place. This is our safe haven. This is our constant. That no matter what happens in life, no matter how hectic life gets or crazy, my kids know and I know that the one place we can always lean on and turn to is Word of Life, is the family. And so for anybody out there that says they don't need to go to church to believe in Jesus, you're right, you don't. But the one thing that I can say and know is true is that if you stay home and believe in Jesus, if something happens to you, you don't have those body of believers, those selfish little sinners, those imperfect people that live in this imperfect world to fight through everyday battles with. And like I said, bad things happen in our life, not because God is punishing us. Bad things happen because He's challenging us, and that maybe at some point in our lives, He made that happen to help us down the road.